Good morning, students. So today we have to start the next one more concept in the respiratory system, that is about the lungs. Okay, already we studied the gills and how it will works and what is the function of the gills and which organism consists the gills. So that is the respiratory organ. Like that, we have to study one more respiratory organ, that is the lungs, which are present in the higher animals like the mammals. So these lungs we can also called as the air-filled spongy respiratory organ present on either side of the trachea. Getting what I am saying? So the lungs are nothing but we called as the air-filled spongy organs which are present on either side of the chest region or on the trachea region. So those plays an important role for the respiration purpose. Inhaling of the O2 and exhaling of the CO2 will be takes place, and even internal respiration also takes place through the lungs. Okay, CO2 and the O2 exchange of the gases takes place between the cells, tissues and the lungs. So this is the brief account of the lungs that I told. It is the essential respiration organ in all air breathing animals. So all air breathing animals contains the lungs, including most of the tetrapods. All the tetrapods possess the lungs. In mammals and more complex life forms, the two lungs are located in the chest on either side of the heart. So two lungs are present. Their principal function is to transport oxygen from the atmosphere into the bloodstream, where it is going to transfer the oxygen from the atmosphere into the bloodstream. And to release the carbon dioxide from the bloodstream into the atmosphere. So this takes place with the help of the lungs. That is the main function. So that's why we called as it is the catabolism process also. This exchange of gases is accomplished in the mosaic of specialized cells that form millions of tiny, exceptionally thin-walled air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli, it is the small structure present in the lungs. With the help of that alveoli, exchange of the or transport of the gases will be takes place. Okay, in humans the trachea divides into the two main bronchi. Either side of the lungs two bronchi will be formed, means the trachea gives the lungs here. Understood? So enter the roots of the lungs. The bronchi continues to divide within the lungs. So the structure will be like this. So this is the trachea and the bronchi. Two bronchi will be formed within the two lungs, and it gives the bronchioles, and the air-like structure or sac-like structure we called as the alveoli. Okay. So these bronchi until it reaches the level of terminal bronchioles, which lead to alveolar sacs. Alveolar sacs are made up of cluster of alveoli. Alveoli, actually it is present within the alveolar sacs. So wrapped in blood vessels, and it is here that gas exchange actually occurs with the help of alveoli located in the alveolar sacs. Deoxygenated blood from the heart is pumped through the pulmonary artery to the lungs, where oxygen diffuses into the and is exchanged for carbon dioxide in the hemoglobin of the erythrocytes. Means what happens? Deoxygenated blood from the heart, it will be pumped to the lungs through the pulmonary artery, where oxygenated blood will be go to the cells. Means lungs plays important role for the making the blood as oxygenated. Okay, that's why deoxygenated blood will be enters into lung, purification will be takes place, then oxygenated blood will be supplied to the cells and the tissues. The oxygen rich blood returns to the heart via the pulmonary veins to be pumped back into the systematic circulation. First time what happens, from the heart it will be go to the lungs for the oxygenation purpose. Then oxygenated blood will be go to the heart, and it is pumped by the artery to the different cells and the tissues. So this is the respiratory system in case of the human beings. So pharynx, that we call as a throat, larynx, epiglottis. So the windpipe that we call as the trachea, that will be divided into a bronchi, Then left bronchus, right bronchus. Okay, the main part, that is the bronchus. Then it gives the bronchioles. So small sac-like structure, those are the alveolar sac. So two lobes are present in the lungs, right lobe and the left lobe, or we called as the left lung and the right lung. So again different parts will becomes right lower lobe, left lower lobe. Okay, like these each and every parts present in case of the lungs. So oxygenated blood, oxygen poor blood, oxygen rich in blood, that is the looks like a red color, that is the oxygen rich blood. Oxygen poor blood, which looks like a blue color. So respiration is the process by which living organisms take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, that you know all. The human respiratory system working in conjunction with the circulatory system, both working togetherly, circulatory system as well as the respiratory system, supplies oxygen to the body cell, removing the carbon dioxide in the process. Okay, heart and the lungs both plays important role for the exchange of the gases. Oxygenated blood will be deoxygenated blood will be mixed as a oxygenated. So this is the actual process. The exchange of these gases occurs across the cell membranes. Through the cell membranes, the exchange of the gases will be takes place both in the lungs and in the body tissues. When the respiration takes place from the lung to the tissue, we call it external respiration. Internal respiration. So external respiration means through the nose, that will be comes to the lungs. That is the external respiration. Breathing or pulmonary ventilation describes the process of inhaling and exhaling of the air. The human respiratory system consists of the respiratory tract and the lungs. Respiratory tract is nothing but the we called as the trachea, or we called as the windpipe. Okay. Then next is the you can able to see the pig lungs like this. Okay. So the parts you can able to see larynx, trachea, esophagus and the lungs. Lobe structure we called as the lungs here. Okay. So see the structure properly. Below the trachea, the esophagus, you can able to see esophagus related to the digestive system, trachea related to the respiratory system. So this is in case of the mammals. So the given example, pig. Then I told these are the parts of the lungs. Actually in your syllabus they given the brief account of the lungs. So you have to write the briefly about the lungs, draw the diagram and write all these parts of the lungs. Trachea, lobes and the bronchioles. Trachea I told it is also called as the windpipe that takes air to the lungs. The trachea which is connected at the nose and mouth. So it is the bony. Okay, actually trachea is connected to the nose and also to the mouth. It is a bony which is made up of from the bones. Hollow tube in front of the neck. Understood? This tube continues down the chest where the branches to the left and right lung. It will be continued up to the chest region, then it will be forms the two tubes that we call as the bronchi or the bronchus. Then lobes. The lungs are sectioned into lobes, right lobe and the left lobe. The right lung is larger than the left, so it has more lobes. Okay, right lobe actually means many number of the lobes are present as compared to the left lobe. The right lung has 3 lobes while the left lung has 2 lobes. The left lung is smaller to compensate for the space taken by the heart. Where the heart is located in the left side, so that's why the space is taken by the heart. That's why lobes are only 2 there. Left lung have only 2 lobes, right lobe have the three lobes. The heart rests between the right and the left lung, but it is situated more on the left side. Actually, in between the 2 lobes, heart is located, but it also it is means we called as the more space taken in the left side only. So the heart located in the left side. Then the next part is the bronchioles. Bronchioles are structures that branch in the lungs. Okay, the bronchioles connect on one side at the trachea and terminates at the alveoli. The bronchioles carry the air to the alveoli where gas exchange occurs. They are also the first step after the alveoli in the bringing carbon dioxide out of the lungs when you exhale. So the bronchioles means windpipe. Trachea divides into two bronchus to the two lobes. One bronchus in case of the one lobe or one liver, that we called as the lungs, where the bronchioles form small structure in the bronchus. Those bronchioles we called as the minute structure, and it gives rise to the alveoli. Alveoli located in the alveolar sac. So that is the main spot for the exchange of gases. Then it will be taken out by the bronchus, then windpipe to the cells. Or sometimes what happens, from the alveoli it is taken by the bronchus and again through the artery or veins to the cells here. Like this exchange of the gases will be takes place, and the oxygenated deoxygenated blood movement will be takes place. Understood? But the inhaling exhaling will be takes place by the windpipe only. Alveolar diaphragm, all these parts will be comes under the lungs. So this is the structure of the lungs. Alveolar that I told, these are the tiny sacs responsible for gas exchange. These sacs hold air, but they are also surrounded by capillaries. Even blood capillaries are found within the alveoli for the making the deoxygenated blood as oxygenated. Then the capillaries have a tiny wall and are filled with blood. The alveoli supply the blood with the oxygen that is inhaled. That will be supply the oxygenated blood. When you exhale, the blood exchange carbon dioxide for oxygen. Okay. When you inhale, the both O2 and CO2 will be comes inside. In the lungs, the exchange of the gases takes place. Then when you exhale, the carbon dioxide will be goes out here. Okay, the carbon dioxide is then removed from the body. Last part in the lungs, that is a diaphragm. Okay, you can able to see the parts. Diaphragm is at the lower end like this. The diaphragm is the muscle responsible for inflating and expanding the lungs. Air when enters in the lungs, the expansion will be takes place. That will be occurs due to the presence of the diaphragm. When you inhale, the diaphragm muscle contracts. The process the bottom parts of the left and right lung, causing the lungs to inflate. Okay, when you inhale, immediately the expansion will be takes place. When you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and the lungs are returned to their original shape. So this is occurs expansion and the contraction or the relaxation process of the lungs occurs due to the presence of diaphragm with the help of inhaling and the exhaling of the gases. So what is the main function of the lungs? What it will be do? The lung is a magnificent organ that performs a multitude of vital functions every second of our lives. That I told, heart and lungs, respiratory system and the circulatory system, both working together. So the heartbeat will be beat for every second here. Okay, so that even respiration taking place at every second of our life. So that is the main process that performed by the respiratory system. Breathing is the most essential of their functions. With each breath, the lungs take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. Even cells also secrete the carbon dioxide. That is also removed with the help of the respiratory system. The lungs are also important in the body defense against infection and other harmful environmental factors. So infection means viral, bacterial. Okay, all these infections occurs in the body. That is also removed with the help of the lungs. While the nose is the first line of the defense against inhaled harmful materials, the lungs provide the second line of the defense. Firstly, what happens? The nose, that is the first defending part for the infection purpose. That will be remove the dust particles or any other materials. And next is the lungs, that is the second line, which is helpful for the defense purpose. Inhaled particles, smoke, pollution or any infections agents like the bacteria, viruses pass through the mouth or nose and lodge into the lungs. They will be pass from the nose and mouth and they will be stay in the lungs. Okay, so nowadays COVID-19, okay, corona, so that also it will be goes through the nose, through the mouth, then it will be takes its place in the lungs. Then pneumonia, then fever will becomes. All these symptoms will be occurs due to the presence of virus or bacteria in the lungs. That's why lungs plays a very important role. Understood? So these are the main functions of the lungs. And one more that I told, deoxygenated blood will be made as oxygenated with the help of the lungs. Understood? So difference between the human lungs and the pig. Both are the mammals only, but what a difference they given? The lungs of mammal have a spongy texture and are honeycombed with epithelium, having a much larger surface area in total than the outer surface. Okay, so these are the spongy textures of the human beings and have the honeycombed epithelium. The lungs of humans are a typical example of this type of lung. Pigs have 4 lobes in the right lung and the 2 lobes in the left lung. We have the 3 lungs in the right lobe or right lung and the 2 lobes in the left lung. Okay, that is totally different in case of the pig. Have the 4 lobes in the right, 2 lobes in the left. Human have the 3 lobes in the right and the 2 lobes in the left lung. This is the difference. So what disease will be occurs? So the disease that we called as the human lung, which is belong to the respiratory diseases. The following, these are the list of important diseases which occurs to the lungs. First is a lung cancer that you all know. Then next we called as the emphysema, is an enlargement of the air space in the lung, making it hard to breathe. Okay, so emphysema, this is the disease. Why it is occurs? Due to the enlargement of the air space in the lung, so it will be make hard to breathe. Asthma is an immunological disease, means it occurs by birth only. Immunological disease which causes the lungs to produce the abnormal viscous mucus. Okay, which causes the bronchioles to narrow by inflammation and the spasm of the lining of the airway wall. So inflammation will be occurs, like the redness will be takes place, like that in the process of asthma will be takes place. So cystic fibrosis, so this is the hereditary disease. From the parents to the offspring it will be transferred, that we called as the hereditary disease. That is occurred, it is caused the lung to produce abnormal viscous mucus. Okay, mucus secretion will be takes place, abnormal viscous mucus. Then pulmonary embolism occurs when a blood clot obstruct an artery leading to the lung. Which artery will be goes to the lung, so their obstruction will be occurs, that we called as the pulmonary embolism. Tuberculosis is a transmittable bacterial infection of the lung. So tuberculosis disease occurs to the lung due to the presence of bacterial infection. The most common infectious disease today, nowadays, tuberculosis. Okay, bacterial disease. Pneumonia, infection of the lung caused by the bacteria, virus or fungi. So the fever will be comes here. Pneumoconiosis, an occupational lung disease caused by the inhalation of dust. So most of the workers, they will be suffered from the pneumoconiosis disease due to the entry of the dust particles. Bronchitis is an inflammation of the bronchi. Inflammation means that we called as infection, or the redness will be occurs there. Okay, a collapsed lung can occur when one or both wall of the pleural cavity are penetrated by injury, allowing air to the enter. If the injury occurs, it can't allow the air inside. In pulmonary edema, fluid from the capillaries enter the alveoli. Some fluid material from the body or the cell, it will be enters into the alveoli. This can be caused by weakness the left side of the heart that we call as the toxic gases will be enters here, that is the edema. Lung pinprick condition is a hereditary disease which results in the decreased lung capacity and occasional shortness of the breath occurs due to the lung pinprick condition. Okay, this is also hereditary disease. Then this we call as a healthy lung, and this one more we call as the tar-filled lung. Actually, healthy lung how it will be looks, and the diseased lung how it will be looks. So these are the different pictures. Okay, the disease, if the disease occurs, the lung structure that will be totally different here. Understood? So this is regarding the lungs. So next again we have to study, that is the trachea. Okay, thank you.